Welcome back to Math Tutor. Then let us start the next point of complex number, that is the power of I. In last video we studied the complex number, definition of complex number, what is the importance of complex number for solving the equation, as well as different properties of complex number, then algebra of complex number, in that the addition of two complex number, multiplication of two complex number, or the multiplication of complex number by some scalar. All these property already we have studied in last video. Then here we see that how to find the I raised to the power, that is different power raised to I value, that is the I raised to the different power. How to find this value? Just by using some tricks. Okay. Then here we have the power of I. Then we know that what is the value of I? The value of I is root of minus 1. That is, if this I term is included in the real number, then it is a complex number. Okay. Then the value of I is root of minus 1. And then I square, when we take square of this, I square मतलब क्या है? I into I. तो root of minus 1 and root of minus 1 की value minus 1 होती है, not plus 1. Okay. Then I into I is minus 1, that is I square is minus 1. Then this I cube, how to find I cube? I cube is I square into I square is minus 1 into I, मतलब क्या होगा? Minus I. Then I raised to the power 4 is I square into I square. तो I square की जो value हो क्या है? minus 1 है. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? minus 1 into minus 1, that means plus 1, and which is the important result, that is I raised to the power 4 is 1. Okay, that is I raised to power 4 is 1. Then to find the power of I raised to the any power, then consider, suppose if n is a positive integer, n is any positive integer, and this n is strictly greater than 4. Okay, any value of n. Then here we study in general, if n is any positive integer and n is strictly greater than 4, then how to find I raised to the power n. Then this I raised to power n, we know that I raised to 4 की value क्या है? 1 है. Then for that we divide whatever this value of n by 4. Then when we divide this n, the value of n by 4, then we get, suppose m as a quotient and this r as a some remainder. Then this value of n we write in the form of 4m plus r. Then this r raised to power 4m plus r, where this m is a quotient and this r is a remainder. Then this one property we have known, a raised to m raised to power n क्या होता है? a raised to m into n होता है. Then using this here we get I raised to 4 raised to m plus time r. Okay. Then this is something as means a raised to power m plus n की जो वैल्यू दी है वो क्या होती है? a raised to m into a raised to n, that is a raised to m plus n, we write this as in the form of a raised to m into a raised to n form. The same form we apply here, that is I raised to the power, this has 4m is our m, or this raised to power, and this r is our n, means this is one term and this is second term. तो क्या होगा? I raised to 4 raised to m, and second term क्या होगी? I raised to the power r होगी. ठीक है. तो I raised to 4 की वैल्यू 1 होती है, तो 1 raised to anything is 1. The remain क्या है? only I raised to the power r, means this is our remainder. That means when we divide any positive integer by 4, then if it is completely divisible, then value is 1, but if it has some remainder term, then in order to find I raised to this power is nothing but the I raised to this remainder value. Okay, मतलब क्या करना है? only I raised to whatever the remaining remainder raised to, that is I raised to this remainder की value find out करनी. That means we get I raised to the n term. Okay, how to find I raised to n value? Divide this n by 4, and then whatever the remaining remainder, then I raised to this remainder value is our I raised to n value. Okay, this here for example I raised to 42 is there. Then first we divide this term by 4. Then I raised to the power 42. We divide this 42 by 4. Then what we get? Then it is that is 42 over 8. This as 4 multiples of 4, means 4 into 10 is 40, and remain is 2. That is remainder is here 2. That means this I raised to 42 we write I raised to this I raised to 42 we write this as I raised to power 4 raised to power 10 into the remainder form, that is I raised to 2, means this form I raised to 4 raised to m into I raised to r. That is multiples of 4 is 1. Then just we have to find the I raised to the remainder value. Okay, just remember, if multiples of 4 is 1, then just remainder value, I raised to the remainder value is our answer. Then I raised to remainder, I raised to 2, this is our 1 because I raised to 4 is 1, 1 raised to 10, 1. So I square की value क्या है? -1. Means I raised to 42 क्या है? -1. Okay. Then how to find if multiples of 4, take it as 1 because I raised to 4 is 1. And whatever the remainder, just take I raised to remainder value, which is our answer. Then something as next one, I raised to 48. Yes, divide this 48 by 4. When we divide this 48 by 4, means we write this as which is completely divisible because 12 into 4 is 48. Okay, then this I raised to the power 4 raised to power 12, remainder is here 0. I raised to 4 is identity, that is 1. 1 raised to 12 is 1, means I raised to 48 is 1. If the remainder is 0, then just we get the value as 1, and if remainder is non-zero, means then find I raised to this. If remainder is 0, then value is 1. If remainder is non-zero, then the value of this given example is I raised to this remainder value. Okay, means I raised to whatever the remainder is remain, take its value. Then consider the next one example. Find the value of 1 plus I square plus I raised to 4 plus I raised to 6 plus I raised to 8 plus dot 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 I raised to 20. Find out करनी. Then we simplify this. We know that what is value of I raised to 4, and then more than I raised to 4 term, I square, then I cube. All these values we are known. Then first is 1. Then we write I square क्या होगा? Okay, first we write up to 20 terms, and here difference is 2 term का difference है. तो I square, next is I raised to 4, next is I raised to 6, next is I raised to 8, next क्या होगा? I raised to 10 power, then I raised to 12 power, I raised to 14 plus I raised to 16 plus I raised to 18 plus I raised to 20. Okay, in this way. Then this has 1, I square का है -1 है, this has I raised to 4 का है 1 है, and this I raised to 6 मतलब क्या? I raised to 4 into I raised to 2. This I raised to 8 मतलब क्या? I raised to 4, I raised to 2 क्या होता है? 4 into 2, 8. Then I raised to 10. How to write this as? If we divide this 10 by 4, the remainder is 2. That means I raised to 4 raised to 2 into I square form. Then this 12 is completely divisible by 4. That is I raised to 4 raised to 3 is 12. Then I raised to 14. That is when we divide by 4, I raised to 4 into 3 is 12, and remainder is 2. That is 14. Means I raised to 14, how to write? I raised to 4 raised to 3 into remainder, that is I raised to the remainder is 2. Okay, we directly apply this result. That is I raised to 4 raised to quotient term into the remainder value. Okay, then here 40, this 14, how to write? I raised to 4 raised to 3 means I raised to 12, and remainder is 2. Then this I raised to 16, that is I raised to 4 raised to 4 power, that is 16. Okay, then I raised to 4 raised to 4, I raised to 18, here also remainder is 2, that means I raised to 4 raised to 4 16, and remainder is remain 2. Then I raised to 20 is completely divisible by 4, that is I raised to 4 raised to 5, that is 24 into 5, 20. Then simplify this. First is 1, we have write I square as -1 already, then I raised to 4 as 1, then next is I raised to 4 is 1, and this I square -1, तो क्या हो गया यहाँ पे? -1. Then this I raised to 4 1, 1 raised to 2 1. Then next I raised to 4 1 raised to 2 1, but here is I raised to the power 2, तो क्या होगा? -1. Then next I raised to 4 1 raised to 1. Next I raised to 4 raised to 3 1, but here I raised to 2 is there, then this has -1. Next here I raised to 4 raised to 4, that is 1. Next this I raised to 4 raised to 4, but here is I raised to 2, that is -1. Next I raised to 4 1 raised to 5 1. Then cancel out the alternately term, plus minus plus minus plus minus, here plus minus plus minus, and here is remaining, next is plus. Then cancelling all these plus minus term, then what is remain only? 1. Therefore our simplified term is 1. Answer is 1. Here we have used the result. I divide this integer by 4, and then whatever the remainder is remain, then I raised to this remainder value. Okay, and I raised to 4 is 1. Then show that the next one example, 1 plus I raised to 10 plus I raised to 100 minus I raised to 1000 is equal to 0. Then something formula, whatever the I raised to power divided by 4. Then what we are given 1 plus I raised to, we are consider the left hand side, I raised to the power 100 minus I raised to the power 1000, and we have to show that this is equal to 0. Then 1 plus I raised to 10 divided by 4, then what we get, I raised, that is 10, I would write this as 4 into 2 plus 2, okay. Then this as I raised to the power 4 raised to 2, and what is the remainder? The remainder is 2, then into remainder we write in this way. Next term, I raised to 100, then yes, it is completely divisible because I raised to 4 raised to 25 is 100. Then next is also completely divisible, that is I raised to 4, when we divide this by 4, then we get, find this value, that is 1, I raised to 4 is 1, raised to 2 means 1, but I square is there, मतलब minus 1 होगा, ठीक है. Then I raised to 4 क्या होता है 1, then minus टाइम I raised to 4 1 rest anything 1, then cancel out the term, plus minus all get cancelled, remaining 0, then we get simplified term as 0. Here also we have used the same thing result. The next one example is that simplify this term. Then here first we observe the difference between each term is 2 का difference है, numerator में भी और denominator में भी. यहाँ पे हमें we have to use the formula I raised to n. That means when we divide the I raised to n terms by 4, then we get this n as in the form of multiples of 4 plus r. R is a remainder, and this I raised to 4 की जो value होती है वो क्या होती है 1 into I raised to r. तो only I raised to r की term find out करनी होती है, ठीक है. Here only we have to find I raised to the power r की value. Yet there exists a remainder, and apply same thing way, either we divide whole this each and every term by 4 से divide कर सकते, या numerator से और denominator से if there exists some common term means raised to power I raised to the some common power, then we take from numerator as well as from the denominator as outside. Then here I raised to 584 and here I raised to 574 power. Then the least power, the least power is here 584 and for the denominator is 574. Then from the numerator we take same term as outside, and from the denominator we take least power 5 raised to 74 as I raised to 574 as outside. Okay, then to simplify this, we take I raised to 574 from numerator as outside, then here remain is I raised to 18, then difference is 2 का difference है तो 2 से less than होगा, I raised to 16, then I raised to 14, then I raised to 12, then I raised to the power 10. Okay, total number of terms are 5. Then denominator में भी when we take this as outside, then यहाँ पे क्या है 1 यार, then each power is greater than 2 से increase होता है और यहाँ से decrease हो जाता है, ठीक है. Then I raised to the power 574, then I raised to 84 is I raised to 10 remain. 584 से when we take 574 outside, then here remain I raised to 10. Then यहाँ पे I raised to the power 8. Okay. Then next I raised to less than 2, then I raised to 6, then I raised to 4, then next I raised to 2, and यहाँ पे क्या होगा 1. Then this term and this term get cancelled. Then numerator, then we write this term, divide this as 4, that means write in the form of I raised to 4 power and into the remainder form. Okay. Then when we divide this 18 by 4, that is 18 when we divide by 4 into 4 plus 2 is a remainder. Okay, in this way, then I raised to the power 4 raised to 4 into the remainder form, means just you have to find the value of remainder because I raised to 4 raised to any power is 1. Then next is 16a, that is I raised to 4 raised to 4. Next guy 14a, so I raised to when we divide by 14, that is remainder is 2, means I raised to 4 raised to 3 into remainder is 2. Then next I raised to 10, so I raised to 12 is completely divisible by 4, then I raised to 3, then I raised to 10, that is 4 into 2 is 8 and remainder is 2, मतलब I raised to 4 raised to 2 into remainder is 2, I raised to 2. Then denominator में क्या है 4 मतलब क्या I raised to 4 raised to 2, I raised to 6 मतलब क्या है I raised to 4 into I raised to 2 power. Next is I raised to 4, next is I raised to 2, and next is 1. Let's simplify this term. Therefore, this I raised to 4 क्या है 1, I raised to 4 1, the I square मतलब minus 1 होगा. Then here 4 raised to 4 that is 1. Next 4 raised to 3, this has 1 and I square मतलब क्या है minus 1. Okay. Next is complete individual 4:3, that is 1. Next is this has 1 but this has -1. Then divided by here 4:2, that is 1. Next 4 I raised to 4 is 1 but I square is -1, matlab -1. I raised to 4 1. Okay, I raised to 2 -1. Next is +1. Then cancel out the term plus minus. Then here minus plus minus again here plus, but remain is here for the numerator -1, and for denominator plus minus, that is +1, but -1 divided by +1, that is -1. Then we get the simplification of this term as -1. Then same thing, the next one example, we have to show that 1 plus I raised to power 10 plus I raised to 20 plus I raised to 30 is a real number. Same thing process we apply. That means divide each I raised to the power by 4. Then what we have is 1 plus I raised to 10 plus I raised to 20 plus I raised to the power 30. Then divide each term by 4. Then what we get the remainder 1 plus I raised to 10. How to write? I raised to 4 raised to 2 into I raised to 2 power. Then this has 4 raised to 5, matlab 20. So I raised to 4 I raised to 5 plus this is I raised to 4 I raised to 7 into I raised to the raised to 2 power is 7. Okay, I raised to 4 raised to 7, that is 28 into I raised to 2 power. Then 1 I raised to 4 क्या होता है 1 into I square, but it is then it is -1. Then I raised to 4 1 raised to 5 power, that is 1. Then here I raised to 4 is 1 raised to 7 also 1, but I square is there, मतलब -1 होगा. ठीक है, cancel out the term which get cancelled, plus minus plus minus. Then we get 0, and 0 is a real number. Therefore, we are sure that this is equal to 0. That is a real number. In next video, we see the next part of complex number. If you like this video, then like, share, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.